Hey, Jordan Bench here, jordanbench.com, and in this video we're talking about how to overcome procrastination. So if you are someone that you have a to-do list, you have a task, and you find yourself to where your mind is wandering, to where you get distracted, to where you end up procrastinating, you're not actually able to stay on task, you're not able to actually get things done. If that sounds like you, then this video is for you. Because I used to be somebody who really struggled with procrastination. And for me, it was such a big deal that I actually had to take courses on how to break that thing. For me to overcome procrastination, I had to learn certain different techniques and certain different things that I could apply in my life that I could do so I could overcome it. Because for me, procrastination has always been there, and it's always been something very hard for me to break. So now I actually have a very good grasp on it. I have my own online business, and because of that, I have to be focused. I have to be laser focused. I have to be able to get things done. So I have a couple different strategies, a couple different techniques for you. So hopefully these will help out. The one thing that will really help you out, I call this clearing out the mental desk. Now, what this means is in our mind, you got a picture, you have this desk and there's all these papers on it. These papers represent like to-do lists or things you got to get done. And a lot of times these were created a long time ago and they were never dealt with, which is why they're sitting on the desk. They were never dealt with. They were never taken care of. So what we need to do is we need to figure out, okay, what is taking up my mental capacity? What is it that I am thinking about that I shouldn't be thinking about, that's not really relevant to me right now? Maybe it was back then, but it's not now, but it's still there. So what we do is we do this mental brain dump, right? We get a piece of paper out, we write down all the different stuff that's going on in our head as far as like to-do lists and stuff like that. And we begin to cross off the list of things that just simply don't matter. Things that don't matter right now, or things that don't matter that pertain to us getting someplace, right? Because a lot of times there are these good ideas that we have, but really they don't matter. So write down all these different things that are going on in your mind as far as like having a brain dump goes, and then just throw it in the trash, right? Throw it in your mental trash. And just simply, I give you permission to just, you're not dealing with it anymore. It's out of your mind, it's out of your space, and you're able to now focus and be laser focused on what it is you're trying to accomplish. Now, the next thing that I would highly recommend is to create rituals and to create habits around the goal that you're trying to achieve. So one of the reasons why it's so hard for us to achieve goals or for us to get someplace is because we simply haven't made it a habit. And because it's not a habit, there's a lot of resistance when we try to do the thing. So for instance, when we set out to do something, like whatever the to-do is, or whatever the task is, we set out to do it. A lot of times we find ourselves not wanting to do it because it's not part of a routine. And because it's not a part of a routine, it's awkward, it's weird, doesn't feel right, and there's other things we'd rather be doing instead of what that thing is that we're actually supposed to do. So it's important we create habits. So for me, what I've done is, like, for instance, what's important to me is I want to make sure that I can get my fitness done like first thing in the morning. So I create a habit to where I go to the gym pretty much first thing in the morning. I have a set time that I'm pretty much there, and then I'm back, and then I'm able to focus on other things in my day. I have a set eating schedule, so I know the times I'm eating. That way, my mind doesn't have to focus on what I'm supposed to be, preparing food or what I'm supposed to be eating. I don't have to think about those things because I've already dealt with it. So creating these habits and these rituals really make a big difference as far as your productivity goes. Now, what I would say is it's important to realize that it takes 21 days to 30 days to install a habit. So knowing that, we need to understand that it's going to take a little bit of effort to push through. A little bit of effort to push through that 21 to 30 days. Because if we can just get to that 21 to 30 days with whatever the habit is, then that habit is going to run on autopilot. It'll be much easier. It's almost as if our body knows that at this certain time of the day that this is what we do, and we're able to actually pull through it. So for me, like right now, I'm doing this 90-day video challenge. And at first, it's really hard because it's something brand new to me. I don't have any system set up. I don't have any routine set up with it. So it's actually difficult. And right now, what I'm doing is I'm trying to find a good time of day for me to film. I'm trying to find a good time for me to do the video editing. I'm trying to figure out, do I do one video at a time or do I do 3 videos at a time? I'm trying to work all this stuff out with the habit that I'm trying to create right now so I can systematize it and make it easy so that way I'm able to just fully do this. And it's really not that much of a problem. Because right now I think I'm on like video 13, and that's halfway to actually me creating a habit, right? So I'm almost maybe 3/4 or halfway to actually me instilling this habit to where I'll be able to do these videos to where it's almost like on autopilot, and it's really not that big of a deal. And for me, like I said, I'm someone who really dealt with procrastinating. So I have to really focus on this stuff. This stuff doesn't come easy to me. I really have to work on it. Now, there's another thing that really gets in our way. They're distractions, they're time wasters. So as we're trying to do the task at hand, whatever the to-do list is, as we're trying to do that, there's like maybe our phone is blowing up with like notifications. Maybe we're on our desktop and we have like 100 tabs opened up. That's me sometimes, and I have to learn to just close all the tabs because I get distracted by those things, or maybe my email's up and I get distracted by it. So for me, I have to set like regulations for myself to where I'm not getting distracted by these things, so they aren't pulling my time on things that don't matter. Because what matters is that one thing that you got to do in that day, like the one thing that's going to progress you, that's going to further you. That's really what truly matters. Maybe there's one, two, maybe three things, but typically it's like one big thing. And anything else that's pulling your time, you need to learn to be able to control that or schedule that in a certain time of the day so it's not distracting you and it's not wasting your time. So anyways, I hope this video helps you. I hope it helps you overcome procrastination. If this video helped you out, if you found value in it, please give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and please leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. If you haven't subscribed to this channel already, please do so and hit the little bell so that way you get notified when any new videos come out. And I will see you in the next video.